before a teacher or school is going to attempt to do some kind of peer mentoring or kind of peer clubs or anything like that, you want to have that context that is safe, nurturing, and caring, so that there's really that is foundational before you start any kind of approach to having kids mentor or do any kind of group, because they need to feel safe, they need to feel connected. Otherwise, they're in a very vulnerable place. And then there's opportunity for kids to really develop their sense of purpose through some of these initiatives. So, for example, a peer mentoring, you have, say, older students helping younger students. Those older students are benefiting by being able to feel like they have a purpose, that they're benefiting somebody else, that what they're doing matters. They're also been given a role of some importance in their community. As kids get into middle school, they need a little bit more autonomy. They need to have a little bit more say in what's happening. So some of these efforts around, peer mentoring or buddies gives that opportunity to develop purpose for youth. I was recently in Penticton in the Okanagan-Skaha district, and was fortunate to attend a presentation by their wellness peer mentoring group. And so what they do is they have high school students who are wellness mentors visit the middle school to prepare the middle schoolers into the transition to high school. So this is a really great model on both, because both sides benefit. So these kids that were involved in the high school had a sense of purpose. They had a sense of community amongst each other. They had a sense of connection to the younger students. So that was all very, very positive for them. It also gave them the opportunity to develop leadership skills, to develop their, when you think about the core competencies, develop their communication. They had to go and give presentations to the middle schoolers. And then to see that their understanding of the positive impact that they're having on those middle schoolers during a really, significant increased time of risk as you move from middle school or elementary school into high school, can be potentially, an increase of risk of fitting in. However, for those middle schoolers, they had made some connections with some pretty cool older kids. So when they came into school, they already knew some faces. They knew that there was someone they could go to. There was this wellness mentoring club. Certainly for older elementary or middle schoolers, adults aren't so cool. But if you have a high school student come in, then they're like rock stars. And it's very exciting for the middle schoolers to make that connection. And yes, their ears are going to be open to hear what that high schooler says. They're that much closer to what they're going to be experiencing. As parents, we can talk about it. As teachers, we can talk about the transition to high school. But really, the one they want to hear from is the students themselves.